We're gonna do a song that you never heard before.
The volume.
Here they come and get wicked. Here we go again. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast.
If you smell what the rock. It doesn't matter what your name is.
The greatest podcast of all time.
By any chance, if you have not subscribed to the Slash Brothers podcast either through Facebook or through YouTube, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff so you can know when your boys go live. We got my brother, Charlie V, on the other
Yes,
end,
sir.
and it's the birthday boy. What's good, brother?
I just realized, birthday boy, that we dropped X-Men last year.
Yeah. Yeah, we dropped X-Men last year.
So what's on the docket for the birthday, bro?
So of course, you know me, I love going to Six Flags for my birthday. So we looking to might have to make that move. We haven't quite finalized details yet, but that seems to be the consensus as of the moment. But I mean, overall, this weekend just gonna be hanging out with fam, bro. The girls are doing their thing, you know, football games and stuff, and you know, they're part of the dance and pom and all of that stuff. So it's gonna be a bunch of football games this weekend. Yeah.
Let me ask you this though, bro. So how does that? Because with your birthday being always around Labor Day weekend, it's typically warm. That seems like you would have. It's always, or should be almost always, a good time to actually be doing something, right? Like most of the time, people are off on Monday, so you between splitting with the third, you know, and usually like that first between the first and the third. Yeah, so you typically got some built-in, you know, vacation time, holiday time, though, man. So is that like, for me, I'm a little envious of that because I got one of those December Christmas birthdays, basically, to where my birthday is the week after, the very week after Thanksgiving, and then you know you got Christmas 2 weeks after that, though, right? So I'm shortchanging myself. I get shortchanged. But you got that dedicated weekend to where everybody's off to technically be able to celebrate for your birthday, though, bro. That's dope.
Yeah, it is. And like I said, I love going to Six Flags. I mean, it's one of those things like I remember the moment when my dad passed me the torch, like, nah, bro, it's all you. So it's one of those things like I'm super duper excited because this will be Charlie's first time going. And so it's like introducing her to the big rides because, you know, like she's been to the state fair and she's rode rides and she, you know, she did okay. There's certain ones was probably a little too scary for her, but going to that big park and like seeing the fanfare of like the superheroes and you know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know, bro. Like I grew up at amusement parks, even when I was little, you know, when I was in Germany, we had Phantasialand, we had Europa Park, you know, we had Holiday Park, and that was the move. Like we just always went to amusement parks. Uh and it's funny because one time I took the kids and Samaya, right? She was talking all this big noise, like, yeah, man, I ride roller coasters all the time. And me not, you know, not even catching the vibe, right? I'm like, cool, well, shoot, when we get to Six Flags, you know, the first thing I like to get on is the Titan. Let's do it,
Yeah.
bro. We get on this Titan,
Okay,
bro.
listen, once you go in on the Titan, everything else, if you coming in hard on the Titan, you straight everything else should feel relatively mild after that.
After that, it's that's like the get you all the way. Like if you go into the pool, you jumping right in, right?
I'm gonna put it on out there. Next year, if you going out there for your birthday, I'm coming out there, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's mark that down. It's
I'm
recorded.
coming out there for the birthday, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know
let
if I'm just going, if I'm gonna fly directly in. Listen, there's two things that I'm already putting out there in the universe.
What's up?
I told you, me and Courtney going out to Detroit.
Yeah,
We haven't planned it. We know we gonna go. We haven't planned it yet. We're going out there for the draft, so that's on the to do. And then next year, though, man, I'm already putting those out there. Yeah.
hey,
I don't know if I'm flying into Dallas or I'm gonna go into OKC and ride with y'all down there, or flying to whatever it is. We gonna make that happen.
that dog. What we gotta do too, in between year 45 and 50 for us, bro. We gotta go to a Bears and Saints game.
Absolutely. I don't know when they play.
I don't know either,
But
but I'm just saying.
wherever they playing at, if they're playing in New Orleans, we go in New Orleans. If they go into and then I got to look out there. So yeah, but that's one that we'd have to play by year because they
we can look it up. Yeah, when they put the schedule out, we can look it up and figure it out. But I'm just saying, we got to start doing more bros stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Like I knew somebody who I was totally envious of, right? Where him and his boys had every year they would go to 2 baseball parks. They had a goal of going to every single MLB baseball park. And then and they wanted to do that just because there were certain ballparks that would eventually be closed forever, and that, you know, for baseball anyway, that they wanted to be able to go and see those historic moments. So like they went out to Toronto before they closed the old dome where the homeboy Walker wound up hitting the home run for Toronto to win the World Series years back. Joe Carter hit it. I think it was Joe Carter. And this was the cover that Drake used back to back, right? And they went to that stadium before it closed down, and they go to maybe 2 or 3 of them a year, though, bro. I think that would be epic.
Yeah.
So go ahead and go.
I've never been to an NFL game yet.
So oddly enough, I've never gone, and this year will be my first year going to an NFL game, though.
You going to the Atlanta Hawks game? I mean,
yeah,
Falcons.
No, I'm going to the Saints and Falcons game. So when I move, let me tell you why my realtor is super dope. Is because when we closed on our house, his kind of housewarming gift. We close around Father's Day weekend. So his gift was he got us a dope little spa package. So I'm dying to use that. But and he gave Neek a personal gift, gave her like a gift card to do some shopping at her favorite stores. But the one that was real dope is that he gave me 2 tickets to great seats, by the way. 2 seats in the end zone behind the field goal post for the Saints and Falcons games. So at some point he is I'm hoping if they score, we're gonna be right there. I'm hoping to get a football or something though, man. So I was telling Landon I got to get us cop the jerseys ASAP, because the game is I think it's the weekend of, or the Sunday before, or the weekend after. It's before the Sunday before Thanksgiving. So I got to get us offensive player jerseys, because the offense are likely to score in the end zone. So I think I'm gonna get like the Chris Olave jersey. I wanted to get the Michael Thomas jersey, but he been lacking, and he feels like sometimes I feel like he don't even want to be on the Saints. So he might not be there, and I hate getting jerseys when players aren't no longer on the team. So I want to get him or Alvin Kamara, who I really want, but we'll see. But I'm getting us offensive players jerseys, though, man.
Oh, bro, you gotta get on Fanatics, bro. You gotta get on Fanatics.
Well, I was on. That's where I'm likely going to get it from. My biggest thing is that, like, I would want to just go ahead and say, you know what, I'm just gonna get Drew Brees, bro, and I'd be cool with getting the Drew Brees jersey, but I still wouldn't mind getting that Chris Olave. It's just he's only been in the league for this will be year 2, and while he's been good, I don't want to get a jersey of him and then he fall off, and then I'm stuck with the jersey of the dude that fell off. And that's the reason why I was like, well, let me get Alvin Kamara. Hopefully, the way that they do running backs, man, my dude might get traded sometime in the next 2 years, though. But I just want to make sure that whoever I get, like I thought about getting Cam, I think I might get Cam Jordan's jersey because he's likely going to retire as our all-time leader in sacks. I think he already is, and I don't think that they're going to trade him. But I'm gonna be mad if I get a jersey of a player that they trade, though, man. That's my biggest fear.
Yeah, no, I get that. But yeah, definitely never been to an NFL game. I have been to a college game, but I haven't been to a Longhorns game. Like I've been out to the College Bowl, the Cotton Bowl for Battle of the Bands or whatever. But
did you do I thought you did Texas and OU.
Oh, never. Bro, I looked up those tickets. Yeah, they high as giraffe coochie, bro. It's like literally they were like $300 for the nosebleeds, bro.
It is one of those. It is one of those. If I had to put together a bucket list of sports events, it's probably top of my list, man. It's probably top of my list, bro.
To be honest, bro, I don't have a desire to go to that game. I think for me, this is why I feel like I love watching it at home. Like we do a big deal at the house. Like we cook.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Like we run around with the flag. Like we normally have at least one OU person over. Like it's a good time. Like it's a good family time. Like here's the thing. My family doesn't watch football like that. But they know that weekend we got to sit around and watch the game. Like dad is going to cook. Like it's a big deal. So, I mean, it would be cool because I know Deuce would want to go to a game like that. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm cool if we don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like watching that game at the house. That's one that's just like it's a family thing for me.
I think, you know what, though, man, here's the thing about it. Part of all the new technology with TVs and all that other stuff, it makes you even more comfortable watching. You think you got some big 80-inch TV, though, bro. It's like, nah, I'm trying to get my money's worth on this TV. And I'm trying to watch it. But I'm not going to lie. This year, especially this year, though, man, I'm trying to definitely make the sports season a bigger thing than I had last year. Now I got more space, especially when I get my man cave finished, though, bro. Like, yeah, it's going down, especially this time around, though, man. So I am excited this year for college football. NFL also, man, I'm trying to watch more, and I watch sports fanatically. But I think I'm definitely trying to watch it even more than I had in past years, though. Because I got better TVs now, though, man. So we're good.
Yeah, it took you a while because I clown your TVs every time I come to Atlanta, bro. You
listen, you know me though, bro. Like,
yeah, you can't even beam to the TV, like, bro. What kind of ancient?
I had the first generation smart TV and never had to upgrade in 10 years after that, though, bro. That's why when I actually went and saw how much cheaper TVs was, you got to think, when I bought a TV at the time, there were no 8K TVs or 5Ks or whatever it is. And even outside of that, when I got my TV, I had a 50-inch TV. And at the time, it was still about $1,000 at that time. And that was a decrease from the TV that I had previous to that. That was $1,500 for a 50K. So, I mean, 50,000, 50. So for me, yeah. So by the time when I bought the TVs, we was feeling like we were feeling out of that thing, though, bro. I was like, let me hurry up and buy these before they change my mind. So, and then it was so much of a thing that I ended up buying the same TV in all rooms, basically, though, man. So yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you, man. And of course, the surround sound and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm cool. Yeah. I do want to go to a Longhorns game. And here's, to be honest, I really didn't become that huge of a Longhorns fan until I got to Oklahoma, because it was like they don't have a pro sports team when it comes to the NFL. So the biggest thing to them is OU, and it is, I mean, and they go ham for OU. So the fact it was just like, okay, it feels good to be a Texas fan out here, bro. It's dope. So yeah, I love it.
I can imagine. I mean, I can imagine it. Like for me, I'm not gonna lie. The older I got, so for me, going to UT was kind of like the dream, right? Like I would have that's where I ideally would have just moved there and went there. I actually it's one of the schools that I applied to out of high school and got accepted to before I decided I was going to go to the military. And then 86 that I did, right? But UT was one of those ones that was on my list. UT, North Texas, Houston, Tilliston was on my list as well. Yeah. And it's always been, the school. I'm not gonna lie. I think the older I've gotten, the more I have been a UT fan. Maybe it's because you see it differently as an adult, and not just that though. You've been watching them for longer years than you had before, so. Yeah, the more you watch it, the more of a fanatic you are of that particular school. Plus, you're a fan of the team. And while players are going to come and go, when you watch an NFL team, you think, all right, you might have a quarterback on a team for 10 years. It makes you appreciate the players even more because you only got them for 3 to 4 years, though, man. So,
yeah. I really love being a Texas fan. It's crazy because you would think Baylor's so close to us that would be something, but nah, I'm like,
I do. I like Baylor. I started rooting for Baylor. Once my brother started going there, but it was already like I was already that UT was in me like that to where I do root for Baylor. I root for Baylor real hard, not like UT. They like number 2 for me. It's actually they tie for number 2. So for me, it's Texas. And it's number 2 is Baylor and Troy. Troy's where I got my degree from. So I know they're always gonna be Sun Belt. If that they ain't gonna be national. But yeah, it's Baylor as a 250 school though. I root for them. I root for them to be good every year. But if Texas is going against Baylor, I'm gonna root for Texas to win though. So
100%.
Yeah.
So, bro, happened to be just scrolling Facebook and saw this young lady with her head busted all the way open. And they say the boy Fifth allegedly bust this chick in the head so when I say allegedly, it's because I don't know if that picture really matches what actually happened, but there is a video where 50 gets upset. He's doing a show with, I forget what artist, but he was doing a show with him and they handed him like 3 or 4 mics that didn't work. So finally he got frustrated on that last mic. He just chunked it and allegedly it hit somebody in the head. And so they're looking for criminal charges up against 50, bro, for throwing this microphone and busting somebody in the head.
I got a question for you.
What's up?
What kind of reconciliation would you ask for in order for you to go ahead and feel like, all right, we cool? If you walking around basically looking like somebody put a dent in your head, like Ron Artest elbowed James Harden hard, what would it take for you to be cool?
All right, first you got to pay all my medical bills. That's up top. Like all the whole thing for me, from recovery to everything. And then I gotta ask you to go ahead and throw that compensation on there, bro. Like it's got at least, let me get that hundo.
100 bands.
100,000. Yeah, let me get that. Oh, look, the boy Rocky on the same page.
Medical bills and 100 bands. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna tell you what I would do. I would have to take more than 100 days. Cover my medical bills.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask for 250 only because I know that you've been really pressing Tiana Taylor for that 50,000, right? So I hit me for 250, right? And on top of that, you gotta put me in a reoccurring role on Tommy, bro. Ghost Tommy, I can't die. It got to be in my contract that I can't die until the very end. So I got to have a speaking role in every episode of the whole season until you can kill me off at the end. But part of us reconciling that is I gotta be on Tommy. Tommy started today. I think that Tommy started the episode for is I gotta watch that. I'm trying to watch it today. I need to be in every single episode so you can make me as Tommy's connect. I gotta be Tommy's distro. Put me in as Tommy's distro for a whole season, and then I'm good. And we ain't gotta. Then we cool. I would take 100 if I'm the distro, but if I'm not the distro, 250, bro.
All right, listen. The only way that I would accept a role on somewhere, as long as it's not on Tyreek, bro.
I ain't gotta be on Tyreek. I don't want to be on Tyreek. I want to be on Tommy.
Tyreek. Yeah, Tommy seems like the move.
And I feel like I'm too old to be on Kanan because Kanan is based off of when he's young. A lot of people that are younger. Even though there's some older cats on there and everything, but I'm just saying listen, if you look at it on Kanan, all the older people die, right? So the big dude, the big bald head dude, he died. And all the old heads are all dying, right? So that's why Tommy, about our age, they all living over there. I need to be on Tommy. That's the way you can work it on now. So for a whole season, 10 episodes, you can't kill me until the end, and I gotta have a speaking role on there, bro. And I gotta be the distro.
If I'm gonna be on Tyreek, I just can't deal with like I gotta be somebody cool on Tyreek, bro. Like like you said, a new connect or something like that. So so that so I get to interact with the boy Tyreek, so I can make him cooler or something like that, bro.
Yeah, I don't necessarily even got it. He said a dirty Lala scene. I'm thinking like, are you talking about BMF Lala?
Yeah, he's talking about BMF Lala.
I don't know. I don't know if I like BMF Lala like that, bro.
I know why he said what he said, because you can't.
I know what he said. I saw her, but I wasn't as. Listen, man, I wasn't as impressed by the BMF Lala like I was the Ghost Lala.
You slipping, bro, because that BMF Lala when they had the pictures from the hotel room. You don't remember that?
Impressed by it, bro. It didn't. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. The reason why I say that, bro, is because with respect to her putting out A1 thirst traps. A1 thirst traps. Her body just has been changing, and I like the way it looked on the start of Ghost, right? Not where it's at now. So I get it. Very impressive still, but if I had a preference, I'm gonna go with Lala from Ghost, not the BMF Lala. And it doesn't help that I don't like the acting on BMF, but
Bruh,
definitely the
BMF is much more tolerable than Tyreek, though.
You think so, bro?
Yes, absolutely.
No,
because I gotta hear. Come on, Charles.
No way. Listen. I understand that Tyreek will drive you insane, but to me, I can tolerate like this. I watch BMF. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of the idea of BMF, right? But in terms of it's some bad acting on BMF, and I think it's almost like sometimes I'm watching for the bad. It's like watching a high profile Tubi movie,
right? But at least with BMF, it's set in that time frame that I can let it slide. Tyreek is set in currently, and it's like the convenience factor on that show. Like I like Method Man on there. And yeah, it's just a lot of convenience factor on the Tyreek though. Yo, but let's move on, bro.
So here's the thing. This is the thing I think. I think that the part the thing that I'm trying to the tough part that the only right. Sometimes I just have an issue with how hard Mary J is as Monet, and I understand that she has to be that way. But part of me just also, I'm just now growing to the idea of her just being Monet Tejada and not Mary J. though, bro.
I
So
like
I
her.
don't know,
I
man.
like her as Monet. I don't like. Here's the thing. I've never been a fan. What? Okay, let me slow down. I don't like her singing live. I can tolerate her records, but I don't like her singing live. So to see her as Monet, I'm fine with that. I like her as Monet. I see her as Monet.
Listen, bro. I listen. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, everybody, including Lala, just seems like they're acting is suspect on BMF. And I get it, right? Like you got, some of the people on there aren't natural actors, right? And it just seems like they just bring in anybody on there, man. Like I said, it just seems like a A1 produced TV series, though, bro. And I can at least respect the professionalism of Tyreek, though, man.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like I said, that and it's connected to the main story as well. So, I mean, you would expect that to be the A show. But unfortunately for me, it's
Give
Tommy.
me a reoccurring role, bro. I'm the distro. All episodes, you can kill me on the last one, and we cool. But I gotta have a speaking role, and then that'll be 250.
Yeah. So speaking of being petty, bro, the girl, Cardi B they have sent subpoenas to all of Tasha K's banking facilities and asking for what's up because apparently she supposedly filed for bankruptcy, but then she hit Cardi B on the side, was like, look, this is an arrangement that I'm willing to give to get you your money back or whatever the case may be. And so, Cardi's like, nah, if you filing for bankruptcy, but you hit me for the side deal, I need to see all
Where
of
that
that.
money at then? Like where
Right.
that money at then? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna lie. Part of it feels petty, but I like it at the same time, though, man. Like part of it makes me think. Like I almost feel like a female who just loves to be in people's business and gossip when it comes to that. Because I think that you can't just necessarily be allowed to say whatever you want to say about somebody with no fear of consequences. And so I think that while people do still do it, I just think that this makes you take heed. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason
And to
why.
monetize it though.
And to monetize.
Yeah. Well,
Listen.
and she keeps that same energy too. Go ahead, because I got something else to add on to it. Go ahead.
Okay, so listen, this is one of these things that blew me away. So the homeboy Young Blue, I'm somebody actually forwarded me this and asked me, were we talking about this on the pod today, right? So Young Blue, right?
Hold on. You finna change the subject?
Yeah. What you got?
No, I ain't done with I ain't done with the Cardi thing and how petty she is. All right, so there was another thing that happened to where somebody, I guess, sent her a video of the boy Offset supposedly cheating with somebody, right? And so so she was like, no. She said, no, this is a doctored video because X, Y, and Z. My husband has a tattoo here, da 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 da. He ain't even that big, whoopty whoopty whoop. And guess what? We know where your IP address is. And we know who your dad is, so be prepared because we sending all this information to your dad. So you explain to your dad why you getting sued, and yes, you getting sued. So you have fun with that. So she is not playing with none of the
Let me
stuff.
ask you this though. Let me ask you this. Okay. I'm not a betting man, but why is it that that's the thing about Offset that people can put on him? Is there a betting house that's betting that there's a better chance that Offset will step out? Like he has before.
Right. That's what it is. It's
and is
because
that what
he has
the betting houses in Vegas? Is there somewhere that they're saying that they taking bets on the possibility that Offset will step out on Cardi B though.
It's definitely there, bro. I mean, the thing is that it's easy access, and the thing is, this is what people are talking about with AI and the possibility of things like this popping up is because eventually this is going to be the move, right? Where you can say, hey, create a video with this person, whoopty whoopty whoop, and boom, it's there. You know what I'm saying? So that is a thing. So the fact that she was able to find out that it was a doctor video and find the person who did it or whatever, it just goes back to what we're saying as far as like, no, you don't get to just say and do what you, because you could affect somebody's life seriously by putting those allegations out there. So it's still defamation of character. And the fact that she's putting it out there like, no, y'all, if y'all come after my family, this is the repercussions. And I will go to the full extent to press charges against you. Like, it's letting people know, like, nah, she ain't the one to mess with.
I think it's just crazy that it's always about infidelity. It's that they're not pinning like him going broke. They're not pinning drug use on him. It's always that. And I just think that, I guess that just sets you on up when that's been something that you've been caught up publicly doing in the past, though, bro. It's an easy picking, though.
So what you talking about, Young Blue?
So listen, bro. So apparently, right? So Young Blue is married. Young cat, married fairly young, has a cool little chick though, right? And so speaking of power, apparently, man, this chick from Philadelphia, she puts out a video, and this girl she goes viral because this girl tongue look like it's about this long, bro, and she is twirling and doing all kind of stuff. So the boy Young Blue slides in a DM like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna be out in New York working on some music for Power. Let's link." Right? You know what I'm saying? And so the girl was like, "Hey, bet, let's go ahead and do it or whatever." So, the boy, links on up with this girl or whatever. And I didn't get into the details on if he actually smashed or whatever, though, man. But the whole point of this is that this girl basically goes and posts screenshots. She made I don't know what prompted her to want to go ahead and do this, though, man. Maybe she was looking for clout. Maybe she was looking for her moment, but she had already just went viral for having this 10-inch tongue, basically, though, right? So she fools around, though, man, and is basically showing these screenshots, basically, of the boy Blue flying her on out. She got flued out there or whatever, though, man. They link it on up and everything. He paid to get her hair done. It basically just she exposing everything for no reason. It's almost like for no monetary gain whatsoever, though, right? And so the wild thing about this, though, man, is that when I'm looking at the comments, of course, it was posted by a Shade Room, and this girl is talking like really aggressive, and it's weird, though, man, because then people was like, "Yo, like, your body don't match your energy right now." It's like everybody started talking about everything except Blue sliding out. I mean, they talking about this girl. They talk about her lace front, how she got her edges on here, and they're talking about her edges don't look like it came with the wig. It's like somebody said, "Yo, your body just don't quite match how aggressive you talking. Like, you don't seem like it." And it was wild. So then, of course, she's posting, though, all facts. She ain't making it ain't doctored, nothing. So Young Blue's wife gets wind of this, and she's just like, "Hey, yo, I need a divorce lawyer ASAP." And I don't think they've been married very long, though. She's like, "Yo, I need this divorce lawyer ASAP in Atlanta. It's going down because this is not happening, though, bro. All because this boy slid in the DMs, though, bro. And it ain't like the Snapchat where, you could, I guess the Snapchat, you can screenshot, but you see who screenshots and stuff, though. Nah. I said, "No, Young Blue, not the Young Blue. Fairly newlywed, though, bro. Got out here getting caught up, though, man. What we doing about that?"
I mean, ain't nothing to do, bro. He better get off social media and go holler at his wife, bro. He
I
better.
think that the part that I think makes him look bad is that, like, at least when people bring up Offset, I think that Offset's, if I'm not mistaken, his was just a opportunity, right? It just presented itself. He didn't go fishing for it.
Right.
I think that the girl, his wife, was more so mad that he slid in the DM and he went fishing. He was shooting a shot, right?
Right.
And I think that that's the part that makes it look even worse, though, bro. And the fact that he was spending money on the girl, right? And she had the receipts for everything, so he can't deny it or whatever, though, man. It's just like, hey, it should make for some great songs, though, bro, at a minimum.
That's right. He can holler at Tank. They can come up with something.
Hey.
Yo, who you got with this Colorado TCU game, bro?
Okay, so I want to say Colorado, right? My heart is with Colorado. Listen, I want to see Deion Sanders win a national championship. Like, I want to see him go all the way as far as possible. Because listen, I'm gonna be honest. I've seen black coaches before in college football. I've never seen one that looked like us. I know that Mike. I know that the coach for that the Aggies had the black guy that almost looked like Mike Tomlin. There are black coaches, but they ain't none like Deion, right? So I want to see him be successful. But at the same time, though, bro, TCU was just in the national championship. They got routed, but they still were there, though, man. So I'm not going to dismiss the fact that they got to have a pretty talented roster. And I don't know that Deion has been able to turn over the Colorado roster just yet to where you could beat powerhouses. So I'm rooting for Deion every single game. And I would be highly impressed if they beat TCU. But part of me thinks that Deion still don't got them dudes just yet. So the guys that he do got will play well. But I just got a feeling that TCU, they established, I think the TCU will win, though, bro.
When does that game come on anyway?
It's on tomorrow.
I mean, I know, but I'm saying, is it a late game or is it midday?
I think it's an early game, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe, but Colorado, they mountain time, so I think that it should be straight. But listen, man, I'm really rooting for Deion, though, bro. Like crazy Deion, though. Like I almost thought about getting one of them old school Colorado jerseys. I remember for some reason back in the 90s, you would just randomly see Colorado football jerseys, the number one. That's the funny thing about it. In rap videos, it was like a thing in the 90s to have a Colorado's jersey, a black one at that, though, man. So I'm rooting for Deion.
Yeah,
hey, man. Let me ask you this, though, man. Let me get you out of here early, though, man. But real quick, best thing you've seen all week? We haven't touched on one of them yet.
The best thing that I've seen all week was Ahsoka, bro. Like it to me, I'm impressed by the series. It's like, for me, it is the live action Rebels. And so for people who watch Rebels, you pop for little bitty like just little bitty stuff. Like you'll see a person and be like, oh, he from Rebels. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm still impressed. It's always it's that fun time to be a Star Wars fan. So yeah, that's definitely the best thing that I've seen this week.
Like I said, I think that you go way deeper with Star Wars than I do. I watch it because I'm thoroughly entertained. I think my only issue is that this last episode, and probably all the ones going forward, would probably be on the shorter side. And every time it's ending, I'm waiting for the next thing. So they have me every time with the cliffhanger. Like Mando was the same way, where it's like right when you're getting ready for that good part to happen, it's just like, all right. But I love it, though, man. Like I said, I'm thoroughly entertained by it, though, bro.
They got to keep you invested. And then this episode had a lot, though. Like, it wasn't like even though it was shorter, it still was like, it had action.
It packed in a lot. It packed in a lot. Yeah, I think the best thing that I've seen this week, though, man, is I've been in the lab, though, man, and I've been cranking out. Now that I'm back set up, though, man, it's almost like I had this built-in creative energy, though, bro, that I just hadn't had the opportunity with moving and with Landon and everything bouncing back now, that I finally been able to release all this energy though, bro. So I think that it's been real dope to get in the lab to get some new music, and not just that, to be putting out some music that doesn't sound like anything that I've made before, though, man. So sonically, I think that I'm excited. It was the best thing that I've seen or listened to all week was getting in the lab and hearing how these new sounds are riding out, though, bro. So it's dope.
Yeah, no, I feel that. You definitely been cranking it out.
Yeah, man. It's been pretty cool, though. I'm not going to even lie, though, bro. I think that the big thing is that, for me, on top of all the other things, I think I have all these ideas, and to be able to just finally go ahead and put all those ideas back in play is dope. Plus, I got my dude PBR coming over to record this weekend, so another opportunity to just keep that whole ball rolling, though.
Yeah, we both been on it, bro. We've been. I mean, I'm recording 2 songs at the same time, so it's like, got to get this project done, man. Got to get this project done.
Oh man. Hey man, listen, I'm gonna let y'all go on this one though, man. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Slash Brothers YouTube and Facebook pages because we are live on both platforms at the same time. You click on the bell, the notification, you get the heads up when we do not fizzle. I had to put that in there just because we get ready for this reunion, so you got to throw out all that old school lingo. Hey, Kennedy,
Rocky, and that boy Mark knows everybody. We appreciate y'all boys for stopping through.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't matter what your name is.
Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast.
Can you
of
dig
all
it, nigga,
time.
sucker?